Hi, now we are going to discuss Newton's first law of motion. For that I have considered two objects. The first object is at rest initially. The second object is having uniform motion. That means it is moving with a constant velocity. That is constant speed in the same direction. Now first body is at rest. Now I will apply two forces. One is F1 on the right side and F2 on the left side. Suppose if both F1 and F2 are equal in magnitude and opposite in direction, means what will be the net force acting on the body, you tell me? If both are equal, say for example this is equal to 5 Newton, this also is equal to 5 Newton. So when balanced forces will act on a body, means the body will still remain to be at rest. It will not move. Okay students? Now I will take the first force F1 to be equal to 20 Newton for example. So F1 is equal to 20 Newton and F2 is equal to what? 5 Newton. Now are these two forces called balanced forces or unbalanced forces? They are unbalanced forces because their magnitudes are different. Directions are opposite to each other. So there will be a resultant force called a net force acting on the body. This is called as unbalanced force. And F1 is greater than F2. As a result, now the body is going to move in the forward direction. So the resting body is now changing its state. So now it is going to move in the direction of the greater force. So the body will remain to be at rest so long as there is an external unbalanced force. The moment an external unbalanced force will be acting on it, means it will change its state to motion. Okay. Similarly, now I will consider the uniform motion of a body, where a body is moving with a constant velocity. Okay. Suppose if I will push this body from behind, I am applying a force. From behind. Because of this force, what will happen? Because of this force, suddenly the velocity of the body will increase. Suppose if the same force is applied in this direction, opposite to the direction of motion, means its velocity will decrease. So when an unbalanced force will act on the body, means then the uniform motion of the body will be disturbed. In the same case, once again let us take that two forces are simultaneously acting, F1 and F2. So F1 is equal to F2. Okay. So when one force is acting forward and another force is acting from behind, still the body will be continuing to move with the uniform motion only, because the magnitude of F1 and F2 both are equal. Therefore, balanced force acts on the body, cannot change the state of the body. But when an unbalanced force will act, say for example F1 is greater than F2. So the pushing force is greater than the opposing force, means the body will pick up an acceleration. So the body's uniform motion will be disturbed. So long as an unbalanced force is acting on the body will continue to have the uniform motion and the resting body will continue to be in a state of rest. But the moment an unbalanced force acts on the body, means then the state of the motion or state of rest of the body is going to change. So I am going to summarize these two examples under the title Newton's first law. So what is the statement of Newton's first law? Every body continues to be in its state of rest or uniform motion along a straight line unless an external unbalanced force acts on the body. That means when a balanced force acts on a resting body, means it will continue to be in its state of rest. When an unbalanced force acts on a resting body, it will change its state of rest to motion. Similarly, if you consider a body which is having a uniform motion, If a balanced force will act on it, it will continue to remain in its state of uniform motion. But the moment an unbalanced force acts on it, it will change the state of uniform motion. It cannot maintain uniform motion. It may be accelerated or retarded or even stopped. It can be brought to a rest. Have you all understood, students? Once again, I will tell you what is the statement of Newton's first law of motion, which states that every body continues to be in its state of rest or continues to be in a state of uniform motion unless acted upon by an external unbalanced force. Since the first law of motion deals with the inertia of the body, this law also, Newton's first law, is otherwise called as law of inertia. Law of inertia. So the Newton's first law gives the definition of the force. It defines force. Okay. So force is required to change the state of rest or motion of the body. So since the first law defines force as well as the inertia, it is also called as a law of inertia. Now, have you understood? Shall we go to the Newton's second law of motion? Okay, be ready.